This is Brian. Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. So the Rockets win the tip. Edwards looking it over. Over to the left wing. Couple of star-studded teams going head-to-head here, Clark. Is it all on the big names to win this kind of contest?
You know, many people think that's the case, but I actually am going to have the isolated camera on the others. As a certain guy would say, how much support will these stars get? That's going to be the determining factor.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. I asked Coach directly about his thoughts on facing Jrue Holiday. We have to keep an eye on him at all times, Coach admitted, saying defense is where he has me most worried. He can be so disruptive. We really have to keep the ball away from him. Sounds like they'll try to avoid Holiday altogether on the offensive end. Brian?
Okay, thank you, Allie. And the basket by Edwards.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
Oh, got that one up quick.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
There's a screen. Pippen outside. Houston working the ball around. Here's Thompson. Boston pulls it in. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028. It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
2 points. That one goes.
Edwards flexing on him now. Bully ball inside.
Ball outside. Pass to Jokic. Floats one up. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Here's Edwards. Out to the right wing. The three. Gets the three ball to go. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Now here's Pritchard. They set the pick. Pulls it in from the elbow. Here's Murray Boyles. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter of the game. Hachimura from long range. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. And it's Houston's ball. Well, it's no surprise Edwards has a football background, Clark. Just look at him.
Yeah, he is well put together, B.A. No question he could handle himself on the gridiron. You know, early on, he thought that would be his path. He's mentioned playing it professionally someday. How about that? I don't think it's a great idea, but interesting that he would even broach it. But if anybody could pull it off, he might be the guy.
Shoots a fadeaway. Boston pulls it in.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
A true playmaker. When Ball isn't creating for himself, he's creating for others.
Edwards can't hit. Celtics lead by 3. Pass to Hachimura. Back to ball. There's 39 seconds left in the first. Out to Hachimura. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Here's the steal. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Oh, a sensational slam by Amp.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Oh, deflected. Puts up a 3. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Boston leading by 3. Poole for 3. Edwards pulls it in.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
Thompson outside. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Reza Shea with some nice D. Hachimura from long range. Sends it home from three-point land. Hachimura's got his second bucket on the night.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Poole outside. Back to Hachimura. And the Celtics another 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. So both teams making some changes here. Celtics lead by 7. Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to Hachimura. Here we go, one-on-one. The 3 from Mitchell. Ooh, the dunk by Smith.
Right there, Smith, operating as an opportunist, saves that possession.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Teams look to get up and down. You think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Back to Reza Shea. 4-3. It's hauled in by Houston. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sochan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Pass to Holiday. Now Jokic. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Rockets trail by 3. Now here's Sohan. .133 left in the half. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
The 3 from Mitchell. Jokic grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Shoots. Nice ball movement by Boston. The 3 from Ball. Knocks down the triple. And now a 7-point Boston lead.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
27 seconds left in the first half. Mitchell with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Pass to Nesmith. 5 on the clock. They set the pick. From downtown. Drills it from deep. Nesmith's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is what Nesmith does extremely well. Stretch the floor.
It's intercepted. He gets it up. He can't get that one to fall. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Celtics up by 4. We've got more in store for you right after this. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. Both teams trying to gain an edge. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Boston. 4-point game. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them.
The defense trying to make it tough for Bosh, but to Chris's credit, he stays focused on this shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the number 2 seed in the West, Grant.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster still very young with room to grow.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on him.
Edwards gets the bucket.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
On the wing, Holiday. Jokic with it. 6 points for him. Ball surveys the floor. Just 4 to shoot. From deep, Payne. It's hauled in by Houston.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Mona. Boom! He jams it straight down.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul of the game. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Pass to Pippen. Lots of room. Yes, on the jumper.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Here's Jokic. Oh, he's a monster. Jokic just flexing out here.
Have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly. It would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
To the wing, right side. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Jokic has got 8 points in the quarter.
When Jokic is rolling like this, it's a beautiful thing to watch, and there's not a lot the defense can do. The Joker, as a matchup, is a nightmare. And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control. Things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Back to you.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. The ball's knocked loose. Back comes Houston in transition. Here's Edwards. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting a rock every time.
Back to Jokic. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Pippen. Oh!
Hey, how about big time right there? Big time.
Woo. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
How about that authoritative punch by Pippen? Showing you just how strong he can be on finishes like that.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Desmond Bane. Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Pass to Bosh. From down in the low post, it goes. Bosh has got 9.
And, you know, Chris Bosh is so skilled close to the bucket. Get him the ball, and he'll find a way to score.
Now Nesmith. Ricochet covering. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
Boston leading by 4. And here's Poole. No made baskets yet. Hachimura.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Pritchard. Houston working the ball around. It's stolen by Poole.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Poole work in the interior.
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go.
Here's Edwards. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. It's been all about Nikola Jokic.
The Celtics, 51.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Pippen. The 3, Smith. On target from range.
We've seen growing confidence from Smith behind the arc. I mean, he takes these pretty readily now.
Pass to Cornette. Here's Hachimura. That one falls. And the Celtics lead by 7.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Martin outside. Fires for 3. Sinks the tray. Martin's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Pippen. Pass to Thompson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Boston leading by 10. And Poole launches it from deep. Off the mark there with a 3. And the Rockets with possession. Pass to Thompson. And it's rejected. And that one's good. Bona. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Now here's Risacher, defended by Thompson. Now here's Risacher. Clock at 6. Pass to Cornette. 3-pointer. Martin outside. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Two minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Oh, it's off. Rockets trail by 8. Oh, he can't get the layup. Here's Payne. Outside Holiday. Jokic. He gets it to go off the sweet move.
Tonight it's been all Joker all the time. He's been pouring it on here.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. We look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Smith. Payne with a rebound. Celtics lead by 10. Now Jokic. Oh, he misses the layup. From 13 feet, Jokic with a rebound. So it's Boston now. Payne. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
Ball with it. Guarded by Smith. Ball into the lane. Nope. Houston now. Time running out. Outside Edwards. Oh, it misses.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Yes, it's good.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Celtics.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from three. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And when you only face a team twice on the season, you love to win that first one. Now they'll have the mental edge in the next meeting against the Rockets.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for LaMelo Ball.
Boy, his vision was impeccable, right on point tonight. Picking apart the defense and racking up a bunch of assists.
And he gets it to go from the low block. Boston on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. For three, it's money from deep.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was an enemy territory.